All right. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for Slotcar Saturday Night Live tonight. I appreciate it. Got Ryburn, got Mark. Thank you guys for showing up. Mark, I saw you went live today. I saw Dan put something out. He went live today. Like I told my members during our members live that I was driving to get my haircut when you went live, and then when Dan went live, I was driving to the post office. I mean, it's been a day. Yeah, we have those every Saturday night before the normal feed mark, so that I let my members, as part of as the benefit of being a member, they get to pick which auction cars we're going to do tonight. And I'm going to pop out the rear end here because we had a member that decided they wanted to see, a couple of them that wanted to see this one get auctioned off. Now, whenever this feeds over, give me 10 or 15 minutes and I'll put the contact information for Steve for those awesome wheels. Hey, Conquest, thank you for showing up. Jeff, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Ryburn, man, I appreciate you guys all showing up tonight. Big time. 24 of you guys already, man. And I was running. My members were being a little indecisive tonight. They couldn't help me, Like I said, I wasn't going to go live until they gave me the 5 cars. So I put them under the gun. Thank you again, Raul, for showing up, my man. I need. Is your email contact information on your page? Because I need to email. I wanted to email you about doing something, since I found out that you do all these logos and intros and stuff like that. So I got some ideas that I'd like to try to run by you on something for my channel and see what you thought. So. Hey, there's Rick. All right, got all my members showing back up from our members meeting earlier. As you can see, I got us on here in the background, so if I do turn around, I can see. Hey, William, thank you for showing up. Ooh, nice get, Jeff. That's awesome, man. Hey, Scotty. Thank you again for making it back over here. Thank you again for your membership. My info is there. Okay, cool, man. I'll reach out to you. I usually get back on my computer on Sunday evening. Hey, there's Patrick. Hey, by the beach. Thank you for showing up, buddy. And to anybody that's watching the live stream tonight, the members that joined the channel got their stickers mailed out. If you want to get your free stickers, you just simply join any membership level and then email me your mailing address and I get them sent out. And then we have one for your car, the hashtag Slotcar. So each paying member, no matter what level, you get a free two free stickers. Stickers is happiness, yes, Steph. I always like to throw that out there. And I always like to throw out that just because I'm doing an auction tonight, if you are watching live, that don't feel bad if you don't participate, because honestly, that's why I've got my little Bible here, and I'm hoping Rich will help me out, and I hope that Adam will help break in his new Bible, and they can tell us some information about these cars, like the rankings, collectability, stuff like that, years made. Put it there in the chat for you guys, and participate in the channel a little bit. Hey, there's Angry Coyote, the oldest member of the channel. He should be here later tonight racing. Break it in, Adam. Yep. Like I said, I usually do the first half hour. In case you're new to what I do on my Slotcar Saturday Night Lives, the first 30 minutes is just nothing but catching up. I'd like to catch up with everybody that takes the time to spend some time with me. And that's why I'm looking down a lot. I'm sorry I don't try to fill a lot of dead space. I try to participate with my chat and everybody that takes the time to join in. So if you are watching live and you don't have the ability, just know that I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to participate with the people that are here that can type. So thank you again for joining. Comment much while driving? Yeah, no, that was my problem today. I'm glad you can make it though, Patrick. Yeah, the Angry Coyote. In case you guys want to know where that comes from, he drives a Mustang, a California Special Mustang, and it's got a Coyote engine in it. So, and I told him whenever I was with him when he bought it that it sounded angry, and so he took it and ran with it. Angry Coyote. Oh, so I did mention that tonight's like I said, while we're kind of chatting there in the chat, um, I'll kind of give you a brief rundown of what's going to happen tonight. So tonight, when we're all catching up around 7:30 ish or so, whenever we're all done, no rush on anything, because like I said, this is specifically how it's going to go from here on out. Like I said, I want to have time to catch up with the people that join in, and because I know when the auction starts and other things start, I miss out on a lot of stuff in the chat, and I apologize. And hopefully, Adam, my moderator, give Adam a hand and thank him again for helping me out on the channel. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your help as always, my friend. So tonight, when we get started, we're going to do the 5 cars on the auction. We'll give a little bit of history on each of the cars as far as collectability goes, the ranking, the years they were made. If we have that information, if we don't, then I'll just tell you what I do know about it. Just so you also know, the auction, like I said, no pressure to bid or buy anything. This is just a great way to pick up a good car at a good price. If you're so inclined, or if you're not, at least you can learn maybe a little bit of history about the cars and maybe see why a certain car costs more than another car. Just little tidbits just to give you a little more nuggets of knowledge about the hobby itself. And it doesn't matter if you're into big slot cars or small slot cars. The history on any slot cars is pretty cool. Just seeing where they came from and where they are and where they're going. You can't really judge on where you're going until you know where you've been. So it's kind of cool. That's why I look at these things like little history time capsules of what happened back in. I know these were in the 70s and the 80s, and this was in the 90s somewhere. So we got some decades back. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Chris, for reminding everybody. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, my Tigers lost today, man. They gave Georgia everything they could, and then Missouri pulled a Missouri, and Missouri does what Missouri does, and so oh well. Hey, man, 7-2 is nothing to scoff at compared to 500 last year, so I'll take it. And LSU, we should have beat them at home, but once again, so it is what it is. So while we're waiting, like I said, for the 7:30 mark, one of the things I did do, and then Tate's just probably going to find this out for the first time, Angry Coyote. I got rid of one of the banks, and I didn't get a chance to show my members because we were too busy trying to decide on what cars we wanted to try to auction off tonight. And I was answering questions about stuff. And like I said, it's just like catching up with friends, like I am now. And when we get to talking, next thing you know, you look down like, oh, holy crap, I had shit I need to do. So my apologies for coming on late, and I apologize to them for not getting to show them the little sneak peek, but I'm going to swing it around a little bit just to show you what the new turn looks like over there in the corner, and let him know that the tracks change. So the old lap record, we can say, was the way it was set up originally, but now we have to set a new one because it's definitely slower than it was before just because of that flat curve. But I'll swing it around real quick and see if we can't get the cameras to show us. Okay, so back over there in that far corner, see where the AFX and the Viper, that used to be a bank corner, now it's flat. So that's going to make the racing a little more interesting. Plus, like I said, the reason why I did that, I told the members, was to try to even up the inside and outside lanes, the yellow and the red. Cool, thank you. Yeah, eventually once I get stuff hung on the wall and wiring's not getting yanked out from underneath the table, then goal is to start attaching this stuff, and then I can actually start showing people what I do for my diorama stuff, because I have a lot of original old HO stuff from model motoring, like those bleachers as an example. I've got a lot of old original pit garages, judges stands, stuff like that. And then so yeah, it's going to look like a real, more or less, HO scale racetrack. Cool. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. When I heard, okay, so Slotcar League of Champions dropped a bomb on me and said that the Auto World was coming out with 15-inch banks, and they were supposed to be able to match right up with the 12-inch banks that Aurora has. Oh, cool, James. Yeah, no, we all want to see that stuff. Oh, thank you, Sean. Yeah, no, it's getting there, my friend. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Angry Coyote can tell you it's been like 3 years in the making. So, I'm finally. I hope everybody's able to show up tonight. Nobody cancels at the last minute. Like I said, because I'm really looking forward to the original four guys that we did the racing for about a year straight, like 2 and 3 times a week. Literally, we would race during the week, on weekends, anytime that we could all four get together. We were racing on some semblance of like this track. And when you get to doing that every week, it's kind of like when you don't do a live feed and you kind of miss out on talking to all your friends. It's because we used to get together, and that life gets in the way now. When you don't have a common goal to grab everybody together, then it's easy to say, oh well, I'll catch you next time. So Marcus. Nice. 37 people live tonight. That is so awesome. Thank you all. I can do that. So tonight's auctions cars are going to include, I guess the best way to look at this would be Porsche Heaven, because 3 out of the 5 are Porsches. We've got a couple of older, the Carreras. These are both on curb hugger chassis. These are both lighted chassis. We got the 962 there. It's on an HP7 original chassis. And then we've got a Super G Plus stock car that's on a new old stock body, but the chassis used. And I know it's missing tires. The other one's brittle too. They were the original tires from this car. And if you saw Rich's slot car room live feed last night, he mentioned how Tyco put out the white boots, and so it still had the white shoes on it, and it still had the original O-rings. They were so dried out that when I touched them, they just fell apart. So I'll put new O-rings on that car if anybody bids on it and wants to win it. So yeah, no, we got some really good looking Porsches there. And then speaking of Rich's slot car room, he decided he wanted to. Oh, there we go. Got to put the shoe back on. This is a new old stock. It's not on the correct chassis, but it's a new old stock 440X2 on this new old stock body. And just a little history, like I said, even if you're not interested in bidding or buying on anything, Rich can know this, and he'll tell you like I do. There's 2 different versions of this one. There's a chrome window version and a chrome pipe version, and then there's this one with the silver and the gray there. So if you're a collector, there's 2 of these to get. Thank you, Ro. 40 people on Saturday night. Thank you. So yeah, no, this is not necessarily collector, but if you were to collect them, because you can find these a lot, it's just harder to find them new, but you can find them with the correct HP7 chassis, and they made them with several different chassis, so it makes no difference what it's got underneath it. But this one's got a brand new 440X2 with the red wheels. Looks pretty sweet, and it is the silver version, not the chrome version. And if you remember, that's the one that I had the wheels on that Steve sent me who's also a channel member. And when this show's over tonight, give me a half hour and I'll put his contact information again in the description. And he can send you a text or an email with pictures of all his different designs. And I'm going to be getting another set from him to put on another car to be part of the giveaway. So you'll have a custom set of his rims and a brand new car as part of the Race for 1K 10 car giveaway for subscribers of the Scott's House of HO Racing. Yeah, see, Jeff, that was the first thing I thought of because if you remember, Auto World also has an 18-inch bank curve. So I don't know if they're going to try to make their 18 and 15 match up so you can go 18, 15, 12, 9. And if so, well, how are you going to hold that thing up? Just throwing that out there, just spitballing. 5 different ones. Okay, but the years and different chassis. Yep, see, I knew there was lots of them. I just knew about the main one was the silver and the chrome. But still, like I said, this is all brand new. Did anybody was there a preview? Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up there, Patrick. Did anybody have any questions on any of the cards that we were going to auction off tonight? You can see I already finished off one Mountain Dew before I got on with the members only feed, and then had the backup, and I figured I might as well get started on it. And if you were live last night, I apologize for that crappy audio. I watched it after the fact, and thank you to everybody that put up with it long enough for me to get past that to where my little Logi cam or whatever they call it, actually worked and focused and had audio without me going. Brr, 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 brr. So, oh yeah, no, Jeff. That's why I was kind of glad. I mean, if it's true and they come out with a support for it, then I was kind of glad that this part of the track hadn't been, um, screwed down to the table yet, because then it maybe gave me an option of maybe changing something. But then I got to looking at it and I'm like, I don't even have barely enough room for two 12-inch banks side by side. What would I do with a 15? Then I'd have to have more flat somewhere and something more crossover points. I was like, man, it's just going to stay the way it is. You chugged it? Yes, I did. Yeah, sure. Like I said, it's a new old stock body, but there's the chassis. And it runs. And someone actually put some nice little gummy sticky silicones on it. Like I said, I bought the chassis itself, and it looks like to me, nope, it's factory hubs. Okay. Is this just those silicone tires on there? No, no problem. Like I said, it's educational to boot too. In case some of you guys are wondering, with a Super G Plus chassis, some of them also came with metal rears. I don't particularly advise getting those if you're going to race them. I guess they'd look good in your case. I was going to say, I think I was checking to see if it had 2-dot magnets on it, and it doesn't. Nope. That's because the chassis was cracking. Yeah. That's in fact, I did have 2 of those cars out here, and then, like I said, I make sure before I sell anything, it runs. I don't put it on the track, but to run it, I put it on the track and then throttle it. And whenever I picked that one up, I noticed it felt funky. The other one that I had up, I've got another new old stock body that I had on another Super G Plus, and it turns out that the magnet carrier on it right there was cracked and broken, and it was letting the traction magnet fall out. So I pulled it out of the auction completely because I don't sell broken cars. But it's got a new old stock body, so I'll just try to find another Super G Plus or something like that. Cool. So if you're new to the Slotcar Saturday Night Live, it is what? It's getting close. 7:28. We're getting close to that time, so I'd like to try to run through the rules real quick, or how I do my auction. And I'm going to have to try to find wherever I set down my damn phone somewhere. I heard it go off earlier. I was mad dash trying to get everything ready because I had everything was over on another spot. Let's just put it this way. The members know what I'm talking about. So how the auction is going to work is, like I said, I want to make this perfectly clear to anybody that's watching for the first time, or just remind everybody, there is no pressure to bid or buy anything. This is just like an educational, maybe if you see a car you like and you want to try to get it at a good price, it gives you the opportunity to do so. If you do purchase a car, it's really simple. If I don't already have your address and your email address, then I'll have you email me that information. That way I can get the exact shipping cost to your door through Ship Pirates, who I use. And then I'll invoice you through PayPal, and then I'll have you send me the money, friends and family, so I don't incur any fees. I don't charge any boxing. I don't charge any fees whatsoever, anything like that. So you pay for the car, you pay for the shipping, and it comes directly to your door. Nothing else added in. And then, as everybody knows that has purchased a car from me in the past, but if you haven't, and I reiterated even to the people that have, I have 100% money back guarantee on any car that I sell you. So if you get it and you don't like it, you hit me back up and say, Scott, I can't afford the car. I don't want the car. It's not, doesn't look as good as I thought it did. Whatever. I don't care. Any reason. You get it back to me in the condition I sent it to you, and I will happily refund the purchase price of your car. No questions asked. That's the handshake guarantee. That's the best I can do. And then you are protected with your purchases if you are kind of leery with doing business with somebody on YouTube, which I can completely understand. You are protected with PayPal on your purchase. So if for some reason you don't get it, then they'll basically just give you your money back. So, but that's why I send out tracking information every time somebody purchases something, so you know where it's at every step of the way. And like I said, it always, once it gets to your door, money back guarantee if you're not happy with the car. Well, here, I'll do that right now, Jeff. I need to get my light so I can see it. It's so small, and my eyes are so old. Just a second. I got a light right here. This says Aurora Tomy on one side and AFX made in China on the other. 43 of you guys here tonight. Thank you so much. So we were just determining, trying to determine which chassis this was on the Super G Plus underneath one of the cars that is going up for auction tonight. And just to reiterate, this is a used chassis, but this is a brand new old stock body. So it's not brand new. The whole thing isn't. Half of it is, half of it isn't. I just want to make that perfectly clear. New old stock body, used chassis, but it does run, and none of the magnet things are broken. None of the clips for the rear end. These are notorious for cracking but on the rear ends where they snap in, because sometimes they get old and brittle. This one's not cracked in any way, shape, or form. So, like I said, this passes my quality test to feel confident that if someone purchased it, they would be happy with their purchase, whether they wanted to run it or stick it on the shelf. Yeah, thank you, Jeff, for all the information, man. That's see, and that's one of the things I love about the people that are subscribers to the channel that watch in, is because they have my back. I don't know everything, and please, guys, you if you haven't heard me say it before, I'll say it again. I am not the guru. I've never claimed to be the guru. I just have a certain section of knowledge, and I'm hoping that with this channel, I can grow my knowledge and help everybody else out there grow theirs. And obviously, people that show up and participate in the lives or comment down below on videos, that helps everybody. And that's why I did this channel, is to expand my knowledge. Like Mark's taken off from doing plastic track, and now he's evolved past where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? He's got a nice Viper track. I like to race hopped up cars, but he's gone beyond that. Now he's got custom chassis and stuff. So when I get to that point, I'm going to be asking him questions because he's going to be more of an expert on that than I am. And if I need something to ask about Tycos, there's several different people in my channel that know about Tycos, several different people that know about AFX. So it's you guys that help me look like I'm smart. It's you guys that do it. It's not me. So thank you for participating and sharing your knowledge, which was the whole intent of this channel, is me to try to share it with you. You share it with me. We all get smart and we all share it to everybody else. Thank you, sir. Ask Adam. He has the Bible now. It's a live forum. Yes, there you go. That's the way I look at it. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted this to be. Was I don't want to scare people off by oh, I thought he knew stuff. I do know stuff. I just don't know everything. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff in this hobby to know. And the best thing, like Dan with Stop Valley Racing always says, if you're not the smartest guy in the room, then you surround yourself with the people that are. And that's why I have all my subscribers here that participate and do stuff like that. So if you've never commented, please comment. If you've never joined in on the chat, please do. I am always open to new ideas, new ways of looking at stuff, because nobody knows how to do anything perfect, but everybody's got another way of reinventing the wheel. Until we try it, we don't know. So I'd love to have that participation with the channel. Oh, well, thank you, Jeff. I know some, yeah, but I obviously don't know. I didn't know that about the G pluses, super G pluses. So like I said, it's you guys help me fill in blanks on stuff that I don't know about, or correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, that's the best thing, is because the last thing I want to do is give somebody bad advice or tell them the wrong thing because I was wrong. So when I give advice, I like to try to make sure it's right. So if you hear me say something wrong, it's not offensive. Tell me, oh, Scott, you just screwed up. Yes, that's exactly it, Rahul. That's exactly it. The more people that participate just in slot cars in general, it gets the word out there. And then everybody has a question about something. And if one guy doesn't know, then hopefully there's 45. Thank you all, 45 people in the chat to pick up the slack for the guy that doesn't know. And that's what I love about this community. It's not about me, 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 me. It's about the community and how can we help each other and move the hobby to another platform where more people enjoy the hobby like we do. Yeah, there you go, Mark. Nobody knows it all. That's what I'm saying. That's why, we all have our little niche, and you put all of us together, then, we could be the Slot Car League of Champions. Yes, exactly. See, you guys are nailing it on the head. This is what this community is all about, is people helping people, expanding their knowledge, and then pointing them in the right direction, because nobody likes spending money at twice, so if you can get advice from somebody that's been there, done that, and then you see and like how that's done with what they do, then, they're going to point you in the right direction. That's the way this hobby is. There is no slot car guru judge out there that's going to come down and say you did it wrong, you're mingling, no, that this community is completely the opposite. Is how can I help you? So your poor typing, hey man, no problem. See, there you go, Jeff. That's what I'm saying. I know that I'm at a certain point with my Tycos. Obviously, there's not much you can do to make G plus. Obviously, I've hopped up a little my super Super G pluses, but nothing to the point of me wanting to compete against a Viper. So I just buy the Vipers, and then the V spec, and then he's taken it and got the different arms, and and now he's going to different chassis, and what I'm saying. So there's all sorts of different levels of this hobby, and that's what I love about it. Just because you don't do it doesn't mean that it's not interesting, because I love watching other people's how they like to race. You know what I'm saying? Because I obviously like to race. I set up a racetrack for me and my friends to get together and race. So you don't have to race, but if you do like to race, it's kind of cool to see all the different levels of it and how far you can take it. Or if you kind of like where I'm at right now, we're kind of plateaued because I'm on the only track. It's only so big, and those faster cars, these Vipers go around the track before though I took away the bank at, right around 3 seconds. So, and I know his Viper track, some of his really fast cars are under around 2 seconds, so, that's just insanely fast. And on this track, it would be like a second and a half compared to his. So I've kind of reached the limit on how fast I can have real fast cars on my track with it being enjoyable, because they're just such a blur, because there's no real time for your eyes to catch up before they're changing direction and going another way really fast because of all my straightaways. Yeah, yeah. No, that's why I like you doing that, because I dream of going to you're getting knowledge from those guys that only they know about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys don't like to share their information because they're racing, for points or club championship or something like that. And I get it, but even then, a racer in need. It's been my experience from watching several other creators' channels when they're doing live feeds at professional events that other racers will help a racer in need and do what it takes to help them out. And that's really cool because, they say they do that in motorsports and stuff like that too, but there's a lot of politics involved with that. Super G Plus. All right. So I'm actually running late behind on the thing. We're 10 minutes into the auction thing. Before we got started, did anybody have any questions on how the auction was going to work? And then I'm going to put down these books real quick so I can find my phone so that we can start doing the countdown. While I'm trying to find my phone and the mess of me moving everything around, you guys need to tell me which car we're going to start with on the auction tonight, because this is where the members pick the cars, but then the people that join in on the Slotcar Saturday Night live feed, you guys get to pick the order in which we auction them off. So everybody gets to participate on my channel. That's the whole idea. So if you got an idea, slap it down in the chat. When I come back, majority wins, democracy rules. We'll go with that one first and we'll get this show started. All right. It was on the other side of the track. And here we go. Yep. All right. Well, nobody's put anything in check. I was back pretty quick. So we've got the two Carreras, we got the 962, we got the Monte Carlo Super G Plus, and we got the 40 coupe Ford coupe with the 440 X2 chassis. Yeah, Luke. Those Hopra cars can get quite pricey, and my suggestion to you is, my friend, is unless you're going to race in some of those classes professionally, I wouldn't personally spend the money on those high dollar, more spec cars. I would stick with the more of the run of the mill. But if you plan on doing that, then those are the ones to invest in like that. Mark could be a great wealth of knowledge to tap into on that. Yeah, yeah. The cone of shame. She came back in. Now the little one's moaning at me because he's jealous because he just had dinner and he wants in the lap. So here, I'm going to pull up my Porsche page real quick. Unless Adam or Rich already has it out, and then I'll just stop and they can tell you. Sorry, I'm like I said, this is the part of the history lesson for the people that don't want to bid or buy anything. Got to try to keep them interested. So, in case anybody's wondering, this is what I refer to as my Tycho Bible. This is the most recent edition. This is what I use to judge the availability of the car, the rarity of the car. So they show the cars over on one side, then they tell you when it was made, chassis, the availability, rarity, and then you go from there. So we'll start with the blue and yellow number 3 there. That's car number 19. All right, that is a rating of a 3, but on collectability on a scale of 1 to 4. So, or 1 to 5, I'm sorry. So it's right in the middle. It's a good collector car, but it's not a very good collector or a very rare car. So it's a good collector, just not a rare or very rare car. So it's better than your run of the mill cars. It's part number 6918. It's on the lighted HP chassis and was made from 79 through 81. The one right next to it is also up for sale, the Chrome number 18. So while we're there, that one is a 2. So in the collector world, that is a rare car. Number 6912, lighted HP2 chassis, made in 1 year for 1978 only. So this one's a 3, this one's a 2. The lower the number, the more desirable and more rare the car is, according to the Tyco guide. Then we come down to the Porsche 962. That's car 32. It's a collectability of a 4, part number 6999, HP7 chassis, made from 88 through 91. Hey Rick, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you saw that live stream last night, you know I'm desperate need of a camera. That was horrible. I apologize to everybody again for that camera doing what it was doing. And Rich already pointed out that the 40 Ford Coupe came out in 5 different versions for several years. This particular version's a new old stock body with a new old stock 440 X2 chassis underneath it with red wheels. Anybody have any questions on any of those cars? So we got a 2, a 3, and a 4 as far as collectability goes. And that's quite the little range right there. Thank you again, Rick, for your support. I appreciate it, my friend. Glad to see you could make it from Bedlam. Let's get this thing out of the way. All right, so I've gone over the availability of the cars. This is your 2, 3, and a 4. This is a 4. I'm guessing too, Rich. You can tell me if it's a 5. I'm guessing it's a 4. But it is a new old stock. Everything else is used. This is a Super G Plus Monte Carlo on a new old stock body on a used chassis. So these are the 5 cars that we're going to be auctioning off tonight. Which one do we want to start with first? You guys got to tell me. This is where we get the channel participation. We got 42 people here, so somebody tell me. Hey, thank you, G Bud, for letting me know, man. Did it look all right whenever you got it? Everything all good? The coupe is a 5. Okay, see, 4 or 5. I knew I was in there somewhere. I was in the ballpark. So hey, we got a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So we almost got the full gamut of the Tyco ranking system. Sooner bred, sooner dead. I like that Porsche. Okay, so you gotta be specific. Which one? We got 3 of them up here. We wanna go to the least rare to the most rare. You tell me where we want to start. Just put the Ford on the block. Okay, we'll start with the Ford. Anybody have any questions on the Ford Coupe before we get started? See that? There's no scratches. This is a new old stock car. Yeah, go Arkansas. I love that they beat Florida. All right, so this one's going to start out at the measly sum of $30, which is a fairly good price considering it's all brand new. But if no one wants it, then once this gets down to the 3-minute mark, then I end the auction. If there are 2 people bidding on this thing, even if one person says they bow out, I will continue to run the auction for the full 5 minutes. So the new Rick rule. So there we go. I told you, my friend, once bitten, twice shy. I don't want to lose anybody because of a Scott mistake. And I know you made it perfectly clear I wouldn't, but I still felt bad. I have a conscience. I'm trying to be the slot car fair guy. That's why I try to offer stuff at a fair price, and nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. That's fine. 30. Oh, hey, thanks, Mark. I need more Tyco. Well, you're at the right place, my friend, because I have plenty of Tyco to sell. So it looks like Rich's slot. So we have two people bidding. So no matter what, this is going to run till 5 minutes. And Rich's slot car room. Oh, Mark just went to 35. And like I said, it's a new old stock all the way around. I know you know how to build them, but either one of you guys, if or anybody wins one, just let me know and I can hop it up for you. I'm just saying. But no, that's yeah. I've got another new old stock sparking rods that we'll be doing a 55 Chevy that glows in the dark. That's pretty cool. Oh, Ryburn went 37. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. I'll build it for you for free. All you have to do is buy the parts. I'll put it that way. To anybody that does that, I will not charge you anything. If you buy a car and you want me to put new shoes on it, you want me to put new springs on it, whatever you want me to do to it, I'll just charge you what the parts cost me to get them here, and then I'll send the car when it's built. Okay, Mark went to 40. Thank you guys for bidding. I appreciate it. And if there's another angle you want to see the car, let me know. I'm not. You charge $10 for rebuild. Yeah, James. I'll build it for you how you want it built and just send you the bill. I mean, I don't charge anything for my labor. I think it's fun. So Mark's Slot Car Garage is at $40, and we're at about the 2 minute mark as far as what I can see. Looks good as is. Yeah, no, it does. I think it does. Like I said, I got both versions. That's how I knew about the chrome and the silver version. It's a good looking car. See if I can get it up there close. Show you guys how it reflect. Look at that. See, there's not a, when people say they're new, look at that. You'd see the scratches in it if it's black. I mean, if there was a scratch in it, you'd see it. So hop up, that's an idea. I can do that. I'll actually, I can put one together. I don't want to compete against the guys that already sell the kits. You know what I'm saying? But because I have to buy my parts from somewhere, you know. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. So right now, Mark's Slot Car Garage is at $40, and we got 1 minute left. These are on the outside, Ryburn. Good question. They do the chrome and the silver are both on the outside, so it can be scratched. So that's why I'm trying to show that there's no scratch. Then when I say it's a brand new old stock, it's a brand new old stock. In other words, it's never been around the track, never been rolled over, nothing's been scratched off. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just charge whatever someone wanted done, with the parts. All right, so 10 seconds. $40 is the bid from Mark's Slot Car Garage. Who's going to be the sniper? Oh, Mark, it's yours. Congratulations. Everyone give Mark a hand. Got him a great looking new old stock 440X2 40s Ford Coupe. I've got your information, buddy. I'll send you the invoice. Got your address, so I know how to do the cost. So good car, man. Thank you to everybody that bid on this. Goodbye. And like always, I tell everybody, no hurry on paying me. No hurry on getting back to me. You know, whatever. You know, I know, like I said, I understand we all have lives, and I heard a little nasty rumor that you may be showing some racing tomorrow. Here, I'm going to put them in order. So we're down to the final 4. Cool. The ladies want to run it when they see it, Mark. That's the going live curse, my friend. Okay, so we're down to the 2, which is what they call a rare car. So in the Tyco Collector Bible, 1 is very rare, 2 is rare, 3 is a good collector, and 4 is a common car. So we got a 2, a 3, and a 4. And then the next one is the Super G Plus Monte Carlo on a new old stock body underneath a used chassis. 962, Rich says. Rich, you win. Thank you, sir. We'll put the 962 up there. And once again, just to show, here, I'm going to get this really close so you guys can see the tampo. I'm going to try to get where it'll block me out. Man, I really need a new camera. So irregardless, all the tampos there is perfect. This thing is close to new as we'll get without it being new. It's that good looking. It's a really good looking car. Just like I do with all these before we get started. Yeah, it is. If you remember, I said I had another really good looking one, but then the dog knocked it off with her cone. And so I was on the hunt. And then G-Bud bought the what I call the sister car to this one. So he got him a good looking car, and I was bound and determined to get another one to get out here to see you guys. So unless anybody has another question, wants to see another view of the car, like I said, it's in great condition. That cone has to go, trust me. Yeah, no, dude. She's destroyed so much stuff. Yeah, my free dog. So I start all my 962s at $35 unless they were like that Miller one that was really rare. So $35 is a starting bid, starting right now. 35 even on a running HP7 chassis for the 962. Okay, so well, Mike just beat you. Okay, just bumped it up. 42. I'm going to pull up. I got my Porsches marked. I'll get it out again. I see Adam at 42. Number 32. This was made from 88 through 91 only. Two different versions of the Kenworth. Yes, sir. The Japanese versions. Yep. And the American version. Oh, my God. I about did what the dog did. That's awesome. I pulled a Brian Young. Speaking of which, he called me while I was at work, and I got to call him back. No fear. Didn't damage it. $1 now. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No damage done. Bounced off the dog's paw. Her paw came in handy. Thank you, Steffi. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm bragging on how awesome the car is, and then I'm bitching about how the dog breaks shit, and then I just do exactly what the dog does. So, that's called karma. See, it just came back and got me in the ass. Thank you, all 45 of you here that got to watch me embarrass the shit out of myself. That's always awesome to put it out there in front of the whole world. Adam's out. Okay. And Steffi's at 50. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, it needs level 52s. Well, it's on that HP7 chassis, and they weren't exactly known for their magnet prowess. So Mike and Steffi are at 50, but since there was more than one bid, this is going to go all the way to the 5-minute mark. I'm not, like I said, that's the Rick rule. My buddy Rick. I made it right, but I'm not gonna put myself or anybody else in that position again. And here I'll show you again. It didn't get hurt bouncing off the dog's paw. Cheapskate Adam. No, there's a couple other Porsches down there that I'm sure he's eyeballing, Rich. Timeout. Puppy love extra. Yeah. He's circling me right now because he wants in my lap, and he's really mad that I'm not paying him any attention. Like I said, he thinks Dad's lap is his post-dinner sleeping spot. So Tyco tough, yes. No timeouts, Rick. Oh, thank you guys so much for showing. Obviously wants to be on camera, yeah. I've been told I've got a face for radio, so maybe my dog can take my place. Oh, Francisco jumps in at 55 with a minute 30. Get you a better look at it. I'm going to hold it before I do that again. Like I said, it's in perfect shape, no scratches. Amazing considering it's used and it's got black on it. Wow, thank you guys. Just got dog paw all over. Yeah. So we're down to 10 seconds, and right now Steffi is at 60 even. 5 seconds. Nope, you don't have to go 70 tops. You just won it for 60, Steph. Thank you. Everybody give Steffi congratulations. She's got a couple of kick-ass cars. She got the car that I built for her that she won, that won the Kellogg's number 5, Terry Labonte. That got shipped out today, along with her membership stickers, hers and Mike's. And she just won her a kick-ass looking Porsche. Mike, buddy, she's getting quite the collection on you. I'm just throwing that out there. Evil laugh. Yeah, Ryburn knows he's got one. I don't sell junk. Congratulations, guys. Cool. All right, so we're down to the final 3. 2 Tycos and the lone AFX. If you missed it, I know that the chrome one that's a 2 is missing the O-rings. Like I mentioned, I'll put new O-rings on it before it goes out the door. This is your 2, your 3, and that's just a new old stock Monte Carlo under a Super G Plus chassis that runs. AFX now. Yeah, there you go, Mike. Yes, you do. And it's in your own house. that's that's the best part. Get to spy on them while they're doing it. All right. So my AFX book does not have this car in it. I need to get the there's two different versions. There's the older version of cars, and then there's the newer versions, and I got to get the other one so that I have all the Aurora years. So I can't tell you how rare this car is. I can't tell you anything about it other than what I do know, and that is that it's on a Super G Plus chassis that runs, and it is used. And the body is a new old stock. I bought it brand new, just the body only, and put the chassis underneath it. I had thought about putting a Viper underneath it and racing it, but then when Angry Coyote put his Firebird on the track, I knew that this wasn't going to work. The two pro guys are going to have to have this car. Probably be a 4. Okay, so thank you, Jeff. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I know they put these in a couple of track sets. I do know that it even made it into the turbo version before it was made into the Super G Plus, I believe. So, um, just based on the chassis cost and the cost of the body, I'm going to start this one off at $35. And like I said, I'm going to start it up at 35, but if no one bids on it once it gets down to the 3-minute mark, then I'll just put it away. But $35 is the starting bid. Like I said, no scratches anywhere. And it's actually got silicone tires on it. Okay, so I got two members at 35, so I got to take the. Okay, there we go. Oh, Matt. All right, so Sean's at 45. This auction, like I said, there's more than one, so it's going all the way to the end. Rich's slot car room, you're $1 behind Sean. Sean's at 45. Like I said, I'm trying to show it underneath that light to show you it is brand new, the body. And like I said, if you're familiar with these cars, you know that in reflection, that black will show a scratch. No scratches, brand new, nowhere. And if you caught the build last night of me building Rick's car, you know that the Super G Plus and the Tyco 440 share the same axle diameter. So you can swap out rear ends between each car. Yeah, no, it's a running Super G Plus chassis and that shape is, yeah, you're right, Rich. It's worth some good money. But, like I said, I'm not out here to screw people over. I'm out here to start it off at a good price. And if people want it, great. If they don't, then, we go on. This is the whole idea, is just to get out cars that give you guys a chance on and get a better deal on than you would on eBay, or at least somebody you can trust that offers an honest to God money back guarantee on something with no catches or hooks or anything. Sean's at 60 with 254. And since we got that far, I'm going to show the bottom of the car again just to show what you're getting. Get it to focus. I'll take it out and show you. Thank you for bidding, though, Matt. Appreciate it. Sean's at 70. And we're under the 2-minute mark, just so everybody knows where we're at. Sean, member of the channel, thank you again, sir, is at the $70 mark. Hey, man, no, thank you for joining in, and thank you for your support of my channel, man. Like I said, if I could reach out and shake everybody's hand here tonight, I would. I mean, that's how much I appreciate it. You know, it's fun for me, and I look forward to it every weekend. This is something that all my friends know, that don't bother Scott on Saturday nights from basically 6 o'clock till 9 or 10, because he's busy doing slot car stuff. No, sir. There's a minute 7 left, and Sean is at $70. Yeah, there you go. New body, used chassis. Hope everybody's, like I said, having a good weekend. I'm sorry about that. I want to make sure that I'm watching the bid so I don't miss anything. Like I said, I am once bitten, twice shy, and I'm not trying to be rude to anybody that's here. I'm trying to make sure that if somebody bids at the last second, I catch it, and because I only have one of these to sell, I can't magically make another one. So 15 seconds. And Sean is right now the high bidder. Oh, Patrick, 75. Mr. By the Beach. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sean, for bidding. Thank you, Matt, for bidding. Thank everybody for bidding. I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, I mean, if nobody bid on it, we'd put it down. But I appreciate you guys all bidding on it. Patrick, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I've got your information. I'll get you out an invoice. Thank you. Thank you guys again. I appreciate it so much. This is what helps get the more cars to get the channel going. So thank you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sean. Yeah, he literally came in at the 2 second mark. But don't worry, I've got another Super G Plus, as you know, and I can always try to get more of these bodies if you're like that. And trust me, like I said, just because if I see what people are bidding on, then I'm going to try to get more of them. So I see that people like those Super G Plus cars, I'm going to try to get more of them. That's your option, Patrick. You won the car; it's yours, fair and square. Okay, cool. So there we go, Patrick. It's yours, my friend. And thank you for the offer to Sean. I appreciate that. Mark, I paid $30 for that new old stock body by the time it got to my door after taxes and everything. And I already had that from the other chassis from another car. So that's why I just threw it in there for $5 basically. I was just trying to break even. Oh, no problem. Yeah, see, I had it for 20, but then they charge the stupid ass shipping, and then they throw in the stupid tax, and then after, yeah. So that's why I said it was 30 to my door. Or maybe a little less, but irregardless, close enough. So we're down to the last two auction cars of the night. And then for everybody that wasn't interested in the auction cars tonight and they tuned in to see what was going to be the part of the race for 1K giveaway car night, I do have some of those to show off tonight. So bear with us. We only got two more cars left. If that's the only reason why you showed up, we'll get through these auctions real quick, and then I'll bring those the free cars that are going to be given away as part of the race for 1K subscribers, and we'll get those over here and start talking about them. Hey guys, thank you. I appreciate you guys for working that out. Like I said, I'm not out to burn any bridges whatsoever, and that's awesome that people are offering to let somebody else have the car if they want it. I mean, that's great, guys. Thank you. That's why I love this community. See, I mean, like I said, is people helping people. That's what it is. So the final two cars of the night, we have our two, which is a rare in the Tyco book, and we have a three. And Give me a second here, and I'll pull that back up and give it the quick information again. Like I said, I have my Porsches marked, so it's easy for me to get to. The yellow one here is part number 6918, made from 79 through 81, and it is a 3. The chrome one, number 18, is a 2, part number 6912, made in 1978 only. So there we go. There's a little history on those cars. So the newest any of these cars is what, 41 years old, 42 years old. So do you guys have a preference on, you want to save the rare one for last, or you want to go with the good collector? Which one you guys want to go with? It's up to you guys. You guys are I don't pick this anymore. It's up to the people that are watching. And same thing with my members. I'm out. I just present it to you. You guys tell me what you want to do. Chrome. Rich says chrome. Chrome it is, Rich. And just to remind everybody again, I know it doesn't have O-rings on it, but I will be putting O-rings on it. I just don't have them out right now and didn't have time. I didn't honestly think this one would be selected. I'm going to show this one really close to show that the chrome's in really good shape. I'm going to have to kind of hold it because the magnets aren't that sharp. But you can see the reflection of the room in the chrome. It's a good looking car. And does anybody have any questions on it before I start the auction up? The HO addiction is tough. Yes, I agree. Is it lighted? I believe I opened this one earlier and it had a lighted chassis. It's got the light for it underneath it, but this is the one that does not have the bulb. This one does have the bulb. This one is lighted. But this one should have a bulb, but it is not. So good question. I'm glad somebody pointed that out. It should be a lighted, but the bulb is missing. It does not have it. Little $2, $3 thing if you're good with a soldering iron. Or Rich volunteers to go through cars for $10. Extra rally lights. I don't think you need it. I think you shine enough spotlight on this bad boy, it'll blind you in the direct sunlight. Like I said, that thing's it's in really good shape, guys. I'd tell you if it was all scratched up and where it was, but if you can look at that roof, that's where it'd be scratched. The gumball 18. There we go. Hey, it worked. Look at that. That gumball 18's in perfect shape. There's no scratch marks on it. So it's a really good looking car. Okay, so I'm going to start this one off at the same old $35. And if it gets down to the 3-minute mark, then I put it away. So I can solder it on for you for $10. Oh, okay. Well, wow. Believe it or not, that all 4 of those will light up whenever the light bulb's in it. Thank you, Adam. Adam Hurt is at $40. And if you want me to send it to Rich for you so he can put the bulb in it for you, Adam, I can do that too. Or whoever. Trying to drum up some business there for you, Rich. It's a good looking car, guys. Okay, this one's going all the way to the end. Yeah, G-Bud. Yep, you are correct. Sean's at $50. Adam's already there, Sean. Sorry, here, let me get it up there, see if we can. James is at 51. Sean's at 55. Sean is at 55, Dell. Yes, Ryburn. Yep. It just does not have the bulb in on the chassis. Like I mentioned, it does. You can put the bulb in there and hook them up with one of those little kits, or buy one off of Rich, or he can do it for you. But it does not have the bulb, but it should have one, and it does have the fixture in there for the bulb. Here, I'll take it off and show again since we got 3 minutes, and I know it's going to the end. So the bulb would go in there, and then all 4 of the front lights, if it could focus, would light up. Cool. Hey, the mayor made it in. Thank you, sir. And it does have those old original white boots, like if you saw Rich's Slotcar show the other night. Last night, as a matter of fact, he was talking about those. Or if you saw him build my Tyco Pro chassis, which I appreciate again, sir. Thank you. He was talking about the white boots. Here, I got to switch how I'm holding this. There we go. James Murray's at $55. Hey, no, that's all right, Mayor. Thank you for showing up tonight, man. I know what it's like working on the one-to-one car. It's good to take a break before you start throwing tools. James is at $55 for the Porsche. And I'm not going to let it slide off. Like I mentioned, I will put O-rings on it before it goes out to whoever wins it. And if you do want me to send it to Rich's Slot Car Room, I'll mail it to him and he can do a tune-up on it and send it to you. No tools tossed today. It was a good day. Kind of like, how's that song go? Today was a good day. Didn't break out my AK. Yeah. What's that, Rich? Oh, crack me up. All right, so we're at 55. Sorry, I got to get back to the thing at hand. We were at 30 seconds, $55. James Murray. We're under 20 seconds. I'm wanting to make sure they don't slide off or hit the floor because I don't want to scratch that chrome after I've been bragging on how to. 5 seconds. James Murray, $55. It's yours, sir. Unless somebody can correct me, I'm wrong because it went zipping by so fast. James, cool. All right, Mr. Murray. I'll get the O-rings put on it. If you can email me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com and get me your information, I'll get you the total and everything. Goodbye, man. Good looking car. So he got him a rare Porsche, guys. That's a 2. Time to let the dogs out. Yeah. They're not whining yet. We're not there yet. And then this is the 3 that was made from 78 through 81, or 79 through 81. And it is a 3. Now this one does, here, before we get started, I'll pull it back apart again and show you. I had the same issue. I don't want to, there we go. This one has the bulb. I believe. I can see if I can get enough juice out of my battery to light it up. I know my battery's about dead. No. It won't even turn over the car or light it up. Yeah. Here, let me take it over to my tracker real quick, and I want to see if the light works or not, because that makes a difference on whether or not someone may want to buy it or not. Give me 1 second. Before Gale Force Racing, I think we sold that one last week, Mayor. Oh, yeah. Okay, so since I can't get the battery to work, I'm going to turn the camera right there. You guys see the light? Ow. There you go. It's a runner and it's lit up. So you're getting the full package on this one. It runs and it's lighted and the light works. That way you heard how strong that is. It's going to be a runner if you put it on the track and put some decent tires on it. That's a curve hugger chassis, in case you guys were wondering. There we go. You saw it's a lighted chassis. Light works. Car runs. You heard it. Cool. All right. If nobody else has got any questions, start that one off at $35 also. And there we go. So $35. If it gets to 3 minutes and no one's bid, then I'll put it away and we'll get started with the giveaway car stuff looking. 35, Adam Hurt. Thank you, sir. This is ironically the number 3. That's a 3 in the collector world of Tyco, as he knows in his new Tyco Bible, which tells him that that's a good collector. So it's not rare, but it's good. Yeah, great color. I agree. Catchy. I like it. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's a good one to have. I think that's a 3 or a 2 too. 2 is an also, not a 22. Oh, Sean, $45. Are we allowed to bid against Adam? It's a free for all. Adam's already lost a couple of them tonight to some people that he wanted, but you're well, there's your answer, Dave. That's awesome, Adam. So Sean's at 45. Oh, Adam went to 47. Yeah, that's funny stuff. That's what I'm saying. I love my members. I love my subscribers to my channel. It's like I said, it's just like a bunch of buddies getting together on Saturday night talking about cars and trading cars. And Sean's at 55. Scott can, yeah. Well, Scott can't do anything right now because he's holding the phone and holding the car. And I wouldn't delete comments anyway unless someone was getting rude or derogatory. We're all fun here. It's all for fun. That's what this hobby is having fun. So Sean's at 55 with 235. That's what it looks like coming up. And then when we're done with this auction, just so you know, yeah, I'm going to have to let the dogs out for a second, but I will turn around and show you guys the track, give you guys something to look at for that 10 or 15 seconds while I'm letting her out. You know, you're good, Jeff. Hey, Slotcar League champion. Adam's at 57, 2 minutes. Thank you for joining in, man. Loving those videos you're kicking out with the new Kraken. Just saying. Sean's at 60. Hey, man, no, you keep pumping out the stuff. I'll keep telling people to go check you out because, like I said, I know how much work you put into those, and I'd like to see more people appreciate them like I do. Good job, man. Everybody that does their videos, man. I try to help everybody. I don't care if you got 1 subscriber or 1,000 subscribers. I'll still help everybody in the community that I can. Less than a minute, and Sean is at $60. Yeah, I love that 360 camera. I don't have the budget for that. That's why my members know, and that everybody, just so you do know, in case you didn't already, any money donated to the channel, stickers, supers, whatever, that all goes for the camera fund. So I can get a new camera. Less than 30 seconds. Sean's at $60. Thank you to everybody that's bid on everything tonight, that didn't win, and don't fret because now I see what you guys are interested in. I'll try to get more of them. 10 seconds, $60, Sean. All right, there it is, Sean. There you go, sir. Thank you. Thank you for being a channel member, and thank you for bidding. Thank you, Adam, for your bid. The 6001. Yeah, no, you're too late, Patrick. Sean, it went off. Perfect answer though. So there it is. Everyone give Sean a hand on a great car. Everybody got great cars tonight, guys. Every single one of you did. None of you got hurt. These are all awesome cars. Just to show them off one last time before they go to their new owners. Congratulations, guys, and thank you so much for helping out the channel. Now, in case you missed last night, what's going to happen is the money that I get from these turns right around and I buy more cars to auction off for the channel. So I'm always buying, selling, buying, selling. And now that I know what you guys are kind of interested in, I try to get more cars that are like that. So more people that watch can get the cars that they're looking for. So there you go, guys. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you to everybody again that bid. I do appreciate it so much because nobody has to bid on anything. And I hope everybody that didn't bid, that it put up with the show to this point, learned a little bit of the history on some of these cars and maybe why some are worth more than others. So thank you again to everybody that bid, and thank you to everybody for watching. Great show. Good stuff. No, thank you guys. No, you guys are good. Okay, so I'm gonna let the dog out real quick, but I'm going to spin the camera around to kind of let you guys look at the cars that are on the track there, and look at the track for just a second. Just something to do besides look at this blank desk, and give me 15 seconds to let her out so I don't have to clean up a mess or smell dog crap, and I'll be right back. There we go. Come on, Buster. I'm gonna let you out at the same time. Come on. I'm back. Sorry for that delay. Oh yeah, no, that's underneath one of Hardin Creek's Super 7 chassis. That's what I call the Blazing 7 class. So, just a little brief recap. If this is your first time checking out the live Slotcar Saturday Night Live, basically I had a contest that once we got to 1,000 subscribers to the channel, I called it the Race for 1K. That I would give away 10 cars as my way of saying thank you. So, how the breakdown of those 10 cars is going to go, what I consider the top three prizes are going to be a built Mega G Plus, a built Tyco, and a built Auto World. So those are the three what I would consider the grand prize winners there. But then there's 7 other cars that are going to be given away, obviously to equal the 10. And that's where I've got some of them here tonight to show you. And then next weekend, just to build a teaser, we're going to be giving away the first 2 cars out of that stack of 7. And it's going to be done live. So if you're a member of the subscriber of the channel, you're definitely going to want to check in next weekend because I'm giving away these cars to people that join live. And if we can hit 60 views or people viewing at one time, then I'll give away a bonus pit kit. So give me a second. I'm going to bring all those cars over here that I have for right now and give you an idea of what you can win for free because I ship it to your door for free. Well, while you guys get to ooh and ah at this stuff, I heard the dog just say she wanted in, which is perfect timing. That way I didn't get in the middle of something. But these are the cars that I have so far, and we'll kind of show them up to everybody real quick. And this is all stuff that's going to be given away as part of the Race for 1K giveaway that I mentioned for the 10-car giveaway. So give me 1 second. Let the dogs back in. Who let the dogs out? I did. Who's got to let them back in? I do. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, my dogs and I appreciate your patience. Thank you for all 42 of you for putting up with that. But let's get to talking about the free stuff and the giveaway stuff. So these aren't all the cars, obviously, even though you see them all here. Some of them here, but I've got another 2-pack coming of the Indy cars. So we're not giving away the 2-pack. I'm giving away one of each there. So we're giving away 2 of those, 2 of the Stalkers, 2 of the Indy cars. Got me another Terry Labonte Kellogg's, brand new in the package that is going to be given away. We have the Import Heat 240Z. Trying to wait to see if the camera's going to focus. That's a sweet looking little car. And we have another Import Heat, which is the Mitsubishi Eclipse. There, hey, it finally decided to focus a little bit. See, that's a good looking car. If you remember, I got my Too Fast, Too Furious class, and I've got one of those. And then, like I mentioned, if we do have 60 people viewing next Saturday night, then I'm going to give away randomly the pick of one of the pit kits. So I have a Mustang T-Jet pit kit. If we have 60 people watching next Saturday night, I'll randomly give that away sometime during the show. to somebody that's watching. Or you can pick the 4-gear CUDA, or yeah, CUDA, sorry. Or you can pick 40 Willies. I believe that's what that is. Hey, Steffi, thank you. Appreciate that. As you can see, I got these at Hobby Lobby. These are extras that I had purchased, so I figured if I could throw out a little teaser to try to get 60 people watching, which would set a new record for my channel for the most people watching at one time, then kind of reward people for showing up, give them the chance to win a free pit kit, and then obviously my members next Saturday night are going to pick which one of the two, which two of the first two cars we're giving away next Saturday night. So next Saturday night, of all nights you don't ever watch the show, you want to watch next Saturday night, because it's going to be your chance to win. It's going to be whoever's here is going to be able to participate, and my members are going to pick which two cars we're giving away for free. And if we have 60 people, I'm throwing in a pit kit as another giveaway. So there's a chance to win two cars for free in one night. A random car that my members pick, a Tyco, an AFX, or an Auto World, and the chance to win a pit kit of your choice, depending on which one you want. So, like I said, a lot of exciting things going on with the channel. And next weekend, not only will you see the two cars that we're giving away, but you'll get to see the other cars that'll be given away in the next 5 weeks, because that's how long this is going to run. Starting next week, the first two cars get given away. Next week, two more cars. Next week, two more cars. Same deal. If we have over 60 viewers live at one time, then I'll give away a pit kit. Or if I have another random car, if I went to Hobby Lobby and I got another good deal or something like that. It is just my way of showing my appreciation for everybody that buys these cars, that helps out the channel and the room, everybody that donates like Steffi and joins the members, her and Mike, and everybody that's got a little star next to their name, Rick. Yeah, number 5, Rick. I knew you and Steph would appreciate that. But this one's going to be, yours is going to arrive like this, but yours is going to be able to open up, and yours is going to be a lot faster than this one. And I'm going to have another brand new in the package Tyco. I'm going to build a Tyco just like I built for Steffi, Rick, and the one that Laura won. I'm going to build a Mega G Plus. The winner will get their choice of either the Indy car body or the stock car body. So you'll get to choose which body you want to put on that chassis. So let's see here. Have a request to see the dog. That's Phoenix. She's wearing the cone of shame. So as you can see tonight, right now, you got to see half the cars of the 10, and you'll get to see the other half next week. Cone of shame. Mare, she's since you missed last week, you probably didn't know, but yeah, she got a tumor on her paw that one vet told me it was cancer and she was going to die. And then the next vet told me that no, we can remove it. She'll be just fine. And so in 2 weeks, she has her surgery to have that big tumor removed. And regrettably, though, she is going to lose one of her fingers or off her paw. So she's only going to have 3 out of the 4 right there, or whatever it is. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, she's a full-blooded registered AKC registered German Shepherd, and that's why when I got Buster, the little dog, he's a rescue dog. He's from the pound. Whenever they were giving away dogs that were spayed, neutered, and vaccinated, that's when he joined the family. Oh no, you're right. She's not happy. She thinks Dad's punishing her with that because it keeps her from getting to that back paw. Oh, she's my protector. Trust me. I mean, if the mailman is dropping off mail at the mailbox and she's out by the garage, she barks at the mailman because he's close to the driveway and that's her turf. So she is. I don't know if you guys know about German Shepherds. A little side detour from the slot cars real quick, but German Shepherds are what they call a Velcro dog. Basically, once they latch onto you, they're like your shadow. And then once they decide that you're their person, they're going to defend you to the death. And so she does some stupid, what I call stupid shit, but it's all in her interpretation of what she thinks is or interprets as a threat, and she thinks she's got to defend dad. So it's cute sometimes, and other times it's a pain in the ass. But yeah. Yeah, regrettably that. The hard part is, Mark, is trying to get her to take the medication because okay, so German Shepherds are sniffers, obviously. That's why the police don't like them for sniff dogs. And so even if you give her a treat, she'll spit it out, sniff of it, and then eat it. And so when I'm having to give her pills and her medicine, I have to roll it up in like a little piece of cheese or a little piece of lunch meat or something like that. And sometimes she still even spits them out, spits out the pill, and then eats whatever it was wrapped in. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, regrettably that's the gig. Yeah, she has to do that for two more weeks, and then somehow I got to keep her back paw, I'm sure, clean and keep her away from licking on it after the surgery. So no bueno. And so yeah, we a lot of exciting things. In case there's somebody that joined in late that didn't see, the members have already got some of them have already got their stickers that purchased cars that were members, and some of them that got mailed just got remailed again today. But here's the channel stickers again. If you're interested, you can join down below for as little as 99 cents a month, and then I send you one free channel sticker and one hashtag slot cars for your car, or both for your car if you choose to. So got those. There's going out, and I do have two more sizes coming. I've got this size, and then a 50% and a 50% smaller. So um, hopefully those will be in this week, and I can show those off next week. Yes, it is fall back, Mayor. Thank you for pointing that out to everybody. Everybody, give the mayor a round of applause for reminding everybody we get an extra hour of sleep tonight. Yay! Yay! See, Slotcar League champions, I was already talking about you and how you brought that up, and we've had a nice big discussion. Jeff brought up how space and supports, and maybe you can throw some insight on it because I know they kind of use a ball clip on the bottom of their tracks, don't they, for their support versus the AFX has that long bar that goes across. Scott Daniel MO at gmail.com, James, and it's also in the description of this video below. Oh, I love fall back. It's the spring forward that they need to get rid of. And Slot Car League Champion, since we got you on here, and I did bring you up about bringing up those corners because it was making my little brain start thinking. Is there some place where you can pre-order them? Do you know when they're coming out? I mean, I'd like to see them. The rails work better on those 18-inch banks. Yeah, but then a bunch of people that want to screw up everybody's brain twice a year decided that they knew better than the rest of us and decided to keep it going. Okay, so just a little history lesson for anybody. Like I said, sometimes I get off topic. It's not slot cars. You learn a lot on this channel. But just so you know, the whole reason why daylight savings time was started was to help farmers so they had more time to work the fields so they could feed the country. Fast forward a few hundred years, and now farming is big business. Very few small farmers need the daylight savings time because if they're still small, they're part of a co-op, and if they're not already bought out, they're by a corporation. And those tractors are GPS controlled, and they can run 24/7. They don't even need sunlight. They don't even need a driver. So to punish the whole country twice a year to spring ahead and fall back is ridiculous because that was done to help the farmers. The farmers don't need that help anymore. Get rid of it. Oh, no, no problem, James. Thank you. Yeah. And so there's actually a couple of states in the United States that don't participate with it. And just so everybody knows, here's just one more little stupid fact of trivia knowledge that you probably could care less about. But it takes humans and animals up to 2 weeks before your brain gets adjusted to the time switch. 2 weeks. So that's why productivity in this country falls by at least 20% every time there's a spring ahead or fall back. And it happens for almost a week straight. So yeah, it's just stupid all the way around. I want more daylight at the end of the day, Mary. I'm right there with you. Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I'll get off. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get off my pulpit. But it's just when there's some stupid stuff that is so obvious that needs to be changed because, yeah, I'm just saying. We got a lot bigger problems, daylight saving times. I know we got two big wars going on. Yeah, I get it. But, I'm just saying there's a lot of us that live every day that would just like a little bit of, a little bit of appreciation. No, you're right, Dell. It's not set up for the wicked man. It takes about 3. Well, I'm not that far behind if you're calling old farts. In fact, there's my neighbors across the street probably called me old farts because one's in high school and one's a freshman in college. So, yeah, I'm sure I'm the old guy across the street, but no, it jacks with everybody. Yeah, like I said, people and animals for up to 2 weeks have to get adjusted. I mean, I know what's going to happen to me, and that's my dogs are going to be wanting to be fed at a certain time, and it's just a mess. It really was to help the farmers, yeah, and I agree for doing it for back then too. But now with all the computer controlled and mega farms, because corporations got into farming because they figured out there was a lot of good tax breaks that the farmers got, and they wanted to be able to get those to offset profits. Kind of like the housing market. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up at 9 o'clock my time, but I want to cover everything here. And if all the guys show up and they're good with me setting up the camera, then just look for an impromptu live somewhere around the 9:30 mark, and you guys can watch us do some laps and race and cut up and stuff. But I don't want to presume that they all want to be on the YouTube World Wide Web. This is Scott's channel, not their channel, so I don't want to presume to put them anywhere where they don't want to be. I don't think they'd have a problem with it, but I don't want to speak for anybody. And if nobody has a problem with it, like I said, I'll set it up to where you guys can see the majority of the track, and then where I sit over here, where I'm looking this way, I'll be able to spit out lap times for you guys. So yeah, Rich, there's it right there. Tractors run the whole night with nobody in them. That's why I was saying they need to get rid of it. It was great for what it was intended for, but that its time has passed. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything. We need to move on. Just saying. Kind of like I still read the newspaper every so often, like on Wednesdays and Sundays. Get the ads and catch up on all the stuff. But there's a lot of people that newspapers are just dying. They just rather hop on their phone and flip and read. So I get it. Uh, I'm down to. I used to subscribe to 5 different magazines. I mean, Super Fords, Fast Fords, Mustangs, da 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 da, and Carcraft. I'm down to one. The only one that still comes to me now is Hot Rod, and I'm just waiting for them to discontinue it. Sorry, trying to catch up. Hey, Matt. No, no, you're good. Ghost Tractors. Hey, no, thank you for stopping in, Slotcar League Champion. Sorry, I was reading up. If you're still there, thank you for joining in, buddy. Keep making the good content. No, there's a lot of things not set up for the working man, Dell. Ironically, Dell, uh, he installs equipment that I used to sell, which is ironic. So it's such a small world that this community, I mean, you just never know who you're going to meet, what they do, and how they do it. But it was ironic that he installs the equipment that I used to sell and stuff. And I used to beg for installers all the time when I sold stuff because they were in short supply in this area. Hey, good night, Mark. Thank you for stopping in tonight, buddy. Try to go live if you can tomorrow, and I'll try to join if I can. 10 o'clock. Yep. Yeah. No problem, man. If you post it up, I'll share it on the community page. Awesome. Did anybody have any questions? Anything they need me to answer? You want me to show you anything on the track? I mean, you tell me. This is. If you're talking tonight here, Adam, they're supposed to be here between 9 and 9:30. And when they get here, I'm going to see if they're okay with me showing it live. And then if they are, then I'll just pop it back up, Scott's House of HO Racing, racing. So, or something. I'll just put up some picture of something. But it'll be between 9:30 and 9:45 Central Standard Time. And if you guys want to watch, you can, if you don't want to, I don't expect anybody there to, but like I said, I don't presume to know that any of them would want to be on film, and until I get their permission, I just don't want to have the camera running and have everybody come walking in. So, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Mark is between 10 and 10:30. So, hey, Rich, thank you for joining in, buddy. Have yourself a good night. Thank you so much. Well, guys, it's 4 minutes till 9 o'clock, and we had a great auction night. You guys got to see a preview of some of the cars I'm going to be giving away. Thank you again to everybody that participated in the auctions. Like I said, if I don't already have your information, email it to me at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. If you're a member and you have not gotten your stickers yet, or if you've not emailed me yet, please get with me. You earn these stickers, and I want to give them to you. So if you have not gotten your channel stickers yet, please email me so I can get these out to you. And if you get it to me this weekend, I'll mail them out on Monday. Or usually within 24 hours if you give me the information. And now that I know how much postage it's going to cost, hopefully I don't send them and they come back to Scott. Hey, Aldo, thank you for joining in, man. Scott, I know how you do it. It's a lot of planning, my friend, and I'll take and that's what I'll do is if we end up going live again tonight, I'll take a picture of the hallway. I put up 40 brand new carded Tycos in the hallway. I did a short of 19 of them earlier this week, but I'll take a picture of a big chunk of the wall for you guys if we're going to go live later. But once again, I want to thank everybody for, first off, I want to thank my channel moderator, Adam Hurd. If you're still here, 24 of you guys, give Adam a, hey, yeah, no, thank you, Mayor, for showing up, Jeff, everybody. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. But give Adam a round of applause or a thank you for being my moderator on my channel. I appreciate his helping me keep up with the chat, or if the auction ends and stuff like that, who the actual winner is. So thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you to all the subscribers to the channel. You are going to want to be live next week to have your chance to win the first two cars of the Race for 1K giveaway. The first two cars get given away next week, next Saturday, starting at 7:30 after the auction is over. Then we'll probably start that up around 8:30ish. I think it takes us about an hour to do the auction, 45 minutes. And then that's when we'll start giving away the first two cars. Members, thank you so much for your support. 6:30 tomorrow or next Saturday night before the auction, you guys are going to pick the 5 auction cars, and you're going to pick the first two cars that we're giving away as the free gifts for everybody that's a subscriber to the channel. So thank you to everybody that supports this channel. I appreciate it so much. Without your guys' support, there's only so much I can do. But the more support I get, the more I give back to you guys. Because like I said, everything you give to me goes right back into the channel in some way, shape, or form. And you guys hopefully are going to get the benefit of it. So once again, thank you to everybody for showing up tonight. Thank you again for everybody that did the bidding. Everybody, if I don't get to go live later, I'm going to do another Sunday slot car showcase. We'll do number 8. We'll get that out there. But if we do go live tonight, look for the picture for the hallway, and we'll get to see some live racing. We'll light some sparks and melt some plastic. Until then, guys, be safe. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.